The name of this book is Everyday Angels. One day, as I lay resting in the quiet countryside, I wakened to a wonderful sight, a vision by my side. Her face was fair and rosy, her eyes spoke peace and love, and from her back rose feathered wings as from a turtle dove. She was singing, oh, so sweetly, a melody so light. Though I tried my best to keep quite still, she caught me in her sight. She seemed to be a bit surprised to find me with her there. She asked if I were an angel and what my job was there. Of course, I had to laugh at this. An angel, what a joke. While we all know that angels are just tales made up by folk. She threw back her head in laughter and clapped her hands in cheer. And as she did this, tiny stars fell from her flowing hair. Then what am I, you silly thing, if angels are not real? How do you explain me sitting here beside you in this field? I said, I must be dreaming, for surely it's not true that mermaids swim and fairies dance and angels watch over you. She kindly reached and took my hand and brushed my weary brow. And as she did, a quietness passed through my soul somehow. Well, I can't speak for all unicorns nor mermaids in the bay. Now I tell you this with all my heart. Angels watch you every day. And once she had begun to talk, the meadow creatures came, soft brown rabbits at her feet, wild birds at once were tamed. From somewhere, lambs came bounding and settled by her side. The sun went down. The sun sent down her golden rays while gentle breezes sighed. Seemed everyone had come to hear the secret she'd relay. And this is what she said to us that fine, warm summer day. Please rest your eyes and listen, and soon you'll be aware that if you just believe in us, you'll find angels everywhere. Now, angels aren't the ones you know from fairy tales of old, nor do we all wear halos and play on harps of gold. You'll find all of us hard working and barely recognize that as you live your own sweet life, we're right there by your side. It's true, we walk your village streets and have been known to fly, spreading seeds of love and joy and peace for all mankind. But perhaps I really should explain. You must believe somehow. It's rare that one of us appear as I'm before you now. For angels may take many forms. It's faith that brings us near. Look for us in simple deeds, in thoughts that you hold dear. We weave the silver lining on a dark and dreary cloud. We gather wishes on the stars and send them heaven bound. Oftentimes, you'll see us in a newborn baby's smile, or hear us in the laughter of a beautiful young child. You can feel us in the tender warmth of a loving family's care. We'll help you through a troubled hour when no one else is there. We're the very inspiration a painter needs to paint. And we send a first-grade teacher the patience of a saint. Firemen may need courage and missionaries zeal. Sometimes a little miracle will help the sick to heal. Or we may simply be the gentle hand that wipes away a tear. We give the spirit fortitude to soothe away the fear. Wherever we are needed throughout this lovely land, you'll find an angel strong and true who's there to lend a hand. She smiled and said, "You see, my friend, there are many ways that we appear as a touch, a smile, a kindred friend, a helpful soul who's near." With that, she hugged the woolly lambs, sent the bunnies off to play. She shared a gentle smile with me and soon was on her way. I rubbed my eyes and stretched a bit, and through the midday glare, I watched her as her gossamer wings slowly vanished in thin air. She rose as slowly as a dream, as gracefully as a deer. When next I turned and looked around, angels were everywhere. Suddenly they disappeared and bells began to peal. The meadow rang with joy and love. It all seemed so unreal. Now where there once were angels, fragrant flowers grew. The meadow grasses bowed their heads beneath the sky so blue. At once the world seemed perfect, so simple, pure and clean, surely a much better place than I had ever seen. It was filled with love and laughter, the beauty that I had missed. From that day on, my life was changed and filled with heaven's bliss. And though she never did explain how angels came to be, from all I'd seen and heard from her, it was very clear to me. They're born of simple kindness and love that's not denied. Open your heart and you will find we're all angels deep inside. Wasn't that sweet? And that's the end of that book.